once every couple months. Here we go. Yay. GrandLapin has white. Yes, it is double elimination. This is the first one. So if onubense wins this match, he is the champion. If GrandLapin wins, there is going to be another round. 3g6. This is a defense against knight h3, knight c3, e3 that I have not seen in a long time. Well, he was playing knight h3, knight c3 last round, if I remember correctly. That would have been versus Aransas, right? Well, they're not even really that bad of moves, considering. Yeah, it's definitely not bad, but it's just not the usual move order because generally the positions are eventually transposable move 15. I think that bishop b5 is almost forced. Because if he goes knight g7, that's just checking the king walks to f8 and it's safe. Like, it takes away the check and whatnot. But here he can sack the knight on d4 with check and then play queen h4 to e4. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You might want to do it now. Mm-hmm. Which I like to see. He's not going for c6 is almost a little too passive. Yeah. Mm, yes. If we see some bishop a3 ideas to try to get the queen in on the dark squares. Bishop a3 doesn't work now, or it doesn't look like it works now, but eventually. That is interesting. Knight d6 is annoying. And it mhm. That seems like a very nice plan. He's getting that light bishop in there. So what point does black want to push the queenside pawns? Because the c pawn coming down could be kind of annoying for white. Bishop d3 saves the bishop. That's safest, I think. So does king g7 and black is fine. This is safe forever. It's because he's onubense. This is a good game. Surprised to see onubense take the first game as black. And now he has white, so this might not be very fun for GrandLapin. It has the knight f3, knight c3, e4 special. Well, to onubense it almost is. Yeah. It's like this entire opening is unorthodox, but it's not something you want to face when onubense is playing it. Knight f5, there's threats of knight d6. And like if you turned the engine on and analyzed this, it probably wouldn't be that bad for black. But when you're the human facing it, it just makes no sense. So now he has threats of taking the d pawn with check. There's also the threat of taking g7. Take on g7. We'll see h5, because that's basically the only move that doesn't lose for black. Well, if you take on d6, then your light bishop can get in. So you take on d6, and then bishop to d6, where does the queen go? Yeah. And that's basically a free bishop for white. Oh shit. They say they can't hear you. How the hell? This should be working. Just emphasis on should. We haven't heard him the whole time. What the fuck? Okay. I don't know why that's not working. Well, it's probably not that. It has to be. You have to unmute desktop audio too. Does this work? Testing. Okay, still don't hear that. Oh my god. I don't have one. Speaker headphone. Is this it? Is this working now? Onubense wins. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Adding an audio source. But that's... I need to add audio output capture, correct? I don't know. This is ridiculous. Okay, we can try Discord. Well, it's going to my headphones, so that should be the case. Yes, we can go to Discord.
Hey, IJH. I have to people in the chat here right now.
Hello.
Hey, they hear me. Nice.
Okay, yay.
Thanks for pointing out, guys.
Thank you,
So,
Kishi. Hey, Katash.
So let's see the same opening again. But I don't think this is actually a really good prep for GrandLapin.
Yes, because if you lost the first time with it, you probably don't want to play it again versus onubense.
Yeah, but not only that, but he has used more than half of his time in the opening, and still counting. If you use that much time, it's by definition not good.
Yes, and onubense has more time than when he started. And GrandLapin has a minute.
Exactly. So if he really wants to use this again, he should just call a break, and then he could analyze for a bit. But anyways, you go.
This is a repeat of the first game.
Yeah. He might try bishop d2 now.
Well, bishop d2 is a lot safer than queen d2, which is I needed queen d2 last time.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can just play a5 and just totally blow open the dark squares.
Yeah.
So a5 he can't really take because then the rook would take on a2 and everything would come crashing down.
Mm-hmm.
And if he played b4...
Okay, a5 plays. Probably, yeah, like indeed, he cannot take only a5 because no rook takes. But if he plays something like b5, then c5 could be really strong. So I think probably white's best action is or a4 to ignore it.
Can black play... I think black's going with queen d5 ideas here. So with queen d5, you're threatening completely opening up the queen side after trading queens. Or just push the c-pawn.
C-pawn is much stronger. Because of the double threat, if you would take the c-pawn, queen c7, and it could go to g3 and to c2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, now queen c7 should win. Because he cannot block with f4 pawn, because then bishop takes g2.
Queen c7 wins on the spot.
Can also play queen b8 to be fancy. But yeah, they should just win. I mean, onubense has the time, so he might be checking, but...
Yeah. And this is a good game.
Yeah. Okay, onubense has 3-0 now.
So this is 3-0, and GrandLapin had a good start in the beginning of the first match. Hello, SE official. But now
I don't know.
onubense came back and massacred.
Yeah.
The last time GrandLapin won a game versus onubense was 9 games ago. So that's surprising for GrandLapin.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And this is a slightly different version of the knight f3, knight c3, e4. Or it looks like it is.
It's slightly different than the second game, but not by much.
The king side's the same, but the queen side bishop isn't there.
it's really surprising to see these players just playing over and over again these unorthodox openings.
What about d4 here for white?
Yeah, d4 takes space, but then knight g4. Yeah, knight g6. It's also a common idea in the normal 2 knights.
So can you simply push h4 here as white? Try to exploit this h-file?
You could, but you don't have to, because you can not take on h2 anyway. It's not necessary. And d4, I liked it actually more. Just develop first. Then you can always still play h4 if you want.
True, because with d4, you're just grabbing the king side.
You're grabbing space, developing. Yeah.
And if you can't play f5 because he takes in this g4 square is defended by the bishop.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it gets your bishop space, but also the opponent's. It's h3. I think it's a bit timid, but yeah, he was looking at bishop h3 and knight b4, so it does make some sense.
Just a3 is safe.
Yeah, but I do think there would be a better move. It feels a bit, too timid.
Go b4.
Because right now, b4, and just sacking the pawn. Yeah, or this can also. I don't know. It would still, if you b4 would sack the pawn, and queen a5 would have been a problem.
Well,
Right now you're just having a comfortable position as white. You probably have to trade queens, and take on h2, and now you're equal. So now white's still better. He has more space, has the bishop pair. Can probably might get his rook in early to h8, but yeah. So we'll probably get like king d2 or king f2, something like that.
Does d5 win material here?
D5. You could just take with a pawn. Probably the f pawn. Yeah. Well, okay. I don't think it doesn't win material. I also think it weakens your position. Like right now, you play king f2. You threaten to get your rook in, and now he has to play something like queen e7 or maybe queen f7 to get the rook in too. But yeah, then e5 or d5 could be really annoying. Okay. To prevent that, knight e7. But yeah, still white has a way better development.
Just takes the bishop here, right? Or does bishop d3 better?
Yeah, but then it might be a draw if you do that. Then he would just rook c8, and you would just trade rooks, and it would be a draw.
Yeah.
So he tries to keep his attention with bishop c4.
Bishop c4 is threatening this e6 pawn. What does rook c8 now?
Yeah, and you still keep your options for rook h1 open, but yeah. Although the knight is just really annoying. Yeah, I'm afraid it doesn't work because of knight g8.
Can he push f5 here? F5 looks like it has potential to be very annoying for black.
Yeah, f5.
Take right now.
That's true, but f5 would just take bishop takes c4 and try to trade off again. That's a bit of the problem. And also I was thinking about rook h7 or something, but it doesn't work. You don't want to give up your rook. So I do think this position is just a draw. But onubense tries his best to keep the tension and can still get a win out of this. Because he still does have a slight advantage. Although it gets slighter at the moment.
Because the bishop is better than the knight for now, but once everything comes off the board, the knight will be equal to the bishop.
Well, actually, that's... Yeah, I don't know. The bishop on a1 and the knight on h6 are, in a sense, both bad. So
yeah,
it's more
bishops.
Yeah, they're just both bad, but it's more like onubense has more space. I think that's the main advantage. But right now, this should be a draw.
The pawns are locking up.
Yeah, he keeps his space. He can also trade his bishop for a pawn at some time, but I don't know if that's enough. Yeah.
So the knight will just block off the pawn.
Yeah, now king h7, king g8. This should be draw. No, we'll repeat.
Declined the draw.
I think. Why decline draw? Oh, he's trying to find a win, but...
Oh, black just takes here, it's over.
Yeah. E takes d. Yeah, immediately. It's... and draw, yeah.
It's first draw.
E takes d is just a classical mirror technique of endgames. Also, yeah, if you don't know what it is...
So it appears that one of the players is taking a 10-minute break right now.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, like E takes D, it's just classical mirroring idea. Also, Tipo explained that in his endgame videos.
Yeah. So I would assume this is GrandLapin taking a break.
Yeah, I mean, 3.5 against 0.5 is really bad, actually.
Yeah. But onubense was down 4-2, or was it 4-1 at the beginning of the last match? So that could...
Okay, that was a really short break. So normally they have a right for a 10-minute break, but now... Probably they went just to the toilet.
Yes, that's probably what happened. A6. That's probably better than what I played. I played B5 there, so now I know why I've always lost to this line.
Well, B5 is still fine, too, right? I mean, they both have their advantages and disadvantages, but B5 can be tricky. A6 is more, yeah, might be a bit more solid, but also more timid.
Yeah.
And less aggressive, so... Yeah, Wolfram in the Lichess chat, what's this? Knight g3. I totally...
He's trying to come to f5, but e6 stops that.
I mean, to be honest, all these games, the knights have done weird things. I mean, we also knight at h4 for some reason or something. Knight on g3, knight on g8, yeah. Exclam or something. It must be the team of the match.
Does knight g4 simply win a queen here?
Knight g4, knight f5. It doesn't simply win. So e6 to prevent knight f5. But he has knight h5 if he really wants to. But he goes for the development instead.
Queen side open.
Yeah, c3 is the usual move for that. Indeed, just you can move your queen to a4 or something. Especially if he takes on like c take, if black to c takes d, then queen h4 could be really nice to have. Also, you could
C4
trade
here.
queens. C4, it blocks the bishop, white's bishop. It does feel a bit closed down. It does feel that you lose your dynamic in position.
I was looking at C4. This dark bishop covers A3 diagonal. And black's pawn
but
structure might be better in the endgame.
That's true, but still, your position is really... The pawn structure is really static. I don't think you want that as black. You want some more dynamic play. Especially with that knight on g3, you want more some more dynamic play. But yeah, because knight h5 is still a threat. Also, someone said that in the chess chat.
Well, knight h5 is the threat that seems to be coming at the moment. So knight g4, if knight h5, just bishop e7. And if he takes on g7, you take on h2.
That would be, yeah, a bit better for black. But he goes for knight f5, which is... It's a better square for the knight. And if he takes, white's just a pawn up, so it would be a win anyway. Or at least a win in the opening.
Black plays knight f2, threatening the queens. Queen a4, check, b5. Because that seems the natural order of the moves.
Yeah. He takes on f5, I do think that's right. Like, knight f2, queen a4, b5, queen a5, queen trade, and then knight takes g7, and white would have a much better position.
True.
So I do think it's good that black took on f5, although you're actually admitting you made a mistake in the opening. But
yeah, you're down a pawn.
Yeah, and queen e2 is also a strong move. Yeah. Just like Wolf said in chat.
Even bishop
GL has...
f4.
Yeah, well, yeah, could be. Yeah, bishop f4.
Black cannot take this e-pawn anyways.
Yeah. And you're also trying some things with it, so...
Trying to get this knight active.
That's good one. I'm actually thinking about sacking your queen on b5 in some lines. And I'll say, like, hey, I have maybe 2 knights, but it doesn't work right now. But that would be a really cool finish, though. But yeah, like, now bishop...
Like insane.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it because it would be insane if it would work, but it doesn't. But now, right now, bishop on h6 can come into the position. So maybe white just wants to play f4. It's just a really solid way to play. I mean, you're pawn up anyway, so...
Yes, because
you don't have to...
Queen b5 seems like a draw.
I think it's actually might be losing. Although it's still tricky. You could really trick position, but I think
Queen
it's
b5,
might be losing.
a takes, bishop b5, king over, take on d7, then the rook takes on a2, and everything is equal.
No, right? I mean, black would still have his bishop, and
true.
Black's bishop and black's rook would be much better than white's rook. I don't know if that's enough to win or not, but it would not be the right line for white anyway. So, okay, right now, queen e8 check with the mate following. It's the threat right now. White could maybe. Yeah.
What about
also you have
queen side?
Yeah, but then queen f5. If you play bishop d3, then you could take on d4. Then you have to do the rook on d3 and then queen e4, and black would win. Yeah, this still does look really good for black. Yeah, e6. I was thinking about queen f5, but this one's too.
It's just
Yeah.
the queen getting in the light diagonal is too strong. And now onubense is up 4.5 to 0.5. So a draw here secures the final.
Well, he wouldn't have won if it's a draw, but
yeah. But a win just means the match is over. An absolute domination for onubense.
But yeah. But if onubense say just plays solid, then he should be fine.
Especially with the way he keeps winning as black.
Mm-hmm.
Because onubense has won every time as black, and that is impressive. I still want to see this like d5 push sometime.
I don't know. I mean, it does have
insanity. It's like a movie you'd see fast tsunami play.
I don't think d5 would be good. But, I mean, if I play c5, you have knight d4. It's really annoying.
Yeah. I guess it would be d5. And the idea would be bishop e3 as a follow-up? I don't know.
Okay, so right now, it looks like the previous game.
a6? Return
yeah,
the favor?
so last time onubense played h3 to prevent this bishop h3, and the threat right now is that if b takes h3, then knight b4, and knight comes in, and you cannot take the knight because then queen a5 would win. But onubense just goes for the attack with h4, h5, says like, hey, take my material if you want, but I'll just mate you.
So f5 seems like the logical move just to shut down that light squared bishop.
Yeah. f5 does look really logical right now, because now queen f3, queen g3 are strong ideas. Also, like if he tries to consolidate with something like g6 or g5, especially if you push h6 and you can just take it. So
well, g6 and g5 h takes, and the game is over.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right now, yeah. But maybe if you want to go for h6 sometime. But queen f3, queen g3 is really strong here.
I don't really see
a
way to defend queen f3, queen g3. Possibly d5, but that's just going to lose material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Wolfram suggests after something like bishop takes b2, queen g4, but then bishop takes f5. So I'm not too sure about that.
E takes d4. So he wants to come over with his knight to stop the queen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. Yeah, black's knight is trying to come in right now.
Does bishop h6 work?
a6.
No, bishop
I'm not
h6.
h6. Okay.
Because g takes, and then h6,
H.
and then both your queen and rook are coming through on the open h file.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Okay.
Because that rook seems like it would almost be mating. It would draw
I'm not
the
too sure.
at least.
I'm not too sure. I mean, it could work, but playing something like rook h3 first does make more sense. I mean, you don't have to go all in immediately. You still have these ideas, so yeah. I would bishop h6 really is indeed a possibility here. Yeah.
So bishop. Can you play rook g3 first? Just going for
Okay.
material. What about queen b6 here?
Well, it's not only going about material, because queen d5 is a threat too. And the point why queen d5 didn't work was bishop e6, and that's now stopped by bishop e7.
That is a
So it's not
good
only
point.
certainly not only material. White's going for the king here.
It's really either the king or all the material. And even black's queen can't really defend against queen d5.
Mhm.
So you have knight d2 check, that blocks off the queen.
Yeah,
So I
knight
guess
e2
that does
check,
stop.
king g1. If you play knight f3 check again, you could just move your king to h1. You just run, and then he has no checks anymore. Yeah, king
Yes.
g1.
So he's going to eventually run out of checks, and then it's going to
Exactly.
be
Over.
interesting to see what he does.
Yeah, king h1, and white's king is totally safe.
Guess that's one more atomic check.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. Just, you can...
g3, because I don't think you want to take.
Yeah. Okay, queen a5 tries to prevent queen d5. So I'm thinking about harassing the queen more. Maybe even something like
Bishop b6.
bishop b6, for example. Okay, it goes for the queen trade. That's not too bad either. Yeah, more trade. Bishop takes a7 is a threat, so we stop that. And now just...
I think he's going to push on the king side.
Yeah, there might have been more for white, but this is just solid again. I mean, you just trade everything, your pawn up, and you just push your pawns. Atomic can be that simple. And he resigned.
The bishop can just take and blow it up. So
Oh,
onubense
God.
is the champion.
Well, congrats to onubense.
Yes, very impressive. He's been second place twice, and now he's first place.
Yeah. But I do think GrandLapin didn't have... Yeah, it wasn't his best play. But
yeah, onubense found his weak spot.